Hello, welcome once again to another year of the Coach's Corner program. I'm Jeff Ruth, along with head coach John Brady, and we've been doing this a long time. I think Mr. Mullins has got his work cut out for him this year.
Oh, he's gonna have a great time with this group.
Back for another year. Last year is sort of water under the dam. A lot of expectations and a lot of good feelings as we head into this year.
Yeah, and also with a new staff, and I lost some great staff members from last year, and you'll get to meet each new staff member each show, because one will be on tonight, and one will be our defensive coordinator, Coach Slater, and he's doing a great job, and you can tell by the highlights the defense is really responding to him.
Right, you've had a couple of scrimmages. The most recent was the Friday night scrimmage against Delaware Hayes. I understand I was talking with somebody down in the office, and they thought you played real well in the scrimmage.
Well, that's what everybody says. As coaches, you know, we look and and dissect, but they did a great job hustling, hitting, and getting to the ball. But, you know, we had a lot of ankle injuries, it seemed like. 4 or 5 of them went down with them ankle injuries, and hoping to get them back for this Friday.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about the scrimmages. We're going to preview the game against Mount Vernon. We'll talk with Coach. We also have a couple of players we'll talk to. We'll do that right after these words.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and in an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in the community or in the town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and Coach Brady mentioned just briefly Coach Slater. Appreciate you being on. For our viewers, give us a little background about yourself, if you would, please.
I graduated from Harding 2005, played for Coach Brady. He was my coach my senior year. Last year was my first year back at Harding coaching, but my 5th year total. And lucky enough, I got named defensive coordinator this year, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Looking down the road a few years, do you eventually like to become a head coach somewhere?
I would like to be the next head coach at Harding.
But you're not going to rush him out too soon, though.
He can take his time.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the defense, obviously, since that's kind of your specialty.
The defense has made strides from last year. I've tried to implement something I call the 111th. And if we do, every player does their 111th, because there's 11 players on the field, and they run to the football and they tackle, we'll be pretty good. So we've tried to simplify the defense so they don't have to think, they can just run and react.
At this point, and again, you know, you've only played a couple of scrimmages, more comfortable against the run or against the pass?
I think we're pretty balanced right now. We've had a few mental mistakes the last couple of scrimmages in the passing game, but other than that, I think we're fine. In the run game, I'll put our defensive line up against anybody in the state of Ohio, so I'm pretty confident in them.
Do you have many guys that are going both ways this year?
We've got a few that are going both ways, and we all believe that if they're one of the best 11, then they should be on the field at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Talk a little bit about the speed of the defense this year. Pleased with that?
I'm extremely pleased. The back end, the defensive backs can really run. Our outside backers are pretty fast, and our defensive line is really athletic. So I think the overall team speed is definitely increased from last year.
Experienced? You got some guys back from last year?
I believe we have 7 or 8 returning starters on the defense. So I'm excited about that. Good leadership.
Good. Expectations, at least in your camp, are pretty high this year.
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure has been put on me to perform. So I'm going to make sure the defense is, clicking on all cylinders every Friday.
Okay. See, you did the first show. Now you don't have to do it again the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So you're off the hook.
Yeah.
All right. Look forward to seeing some good defense this year from Harding.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you being on. We'll be back with more on the Coach's Corner program right after these words.
It's been said men tend to communicate shoulder to shoulder. If that's the case, these guys are saying, let's change the world. Let's make a difference. Let's act as we are called. The Knights of Columbus, in service to one, in service to all.
Back once again on the Coach's Corner program, and we do have some highlights from the contest against Delaware Hayes, so
Yes, sir.
let's go ahead and take a look at some of those.
Oh, okay, we're on offense, I couldn't tell. This is something our offense likes to do, get the ball out to our athletes as quick as possible and let them make plays. And that's, I think, the kids are excited about that aspect of our offense. Now we're finally getting to see the good side of the ball. You'll see 7, 8 guys run to the football every play, which is exactly what we teach. Offense, Bryce Starner, who's a new receiver this year, he gave a good hesitation move right there, and the corner just was standing there looking very dumb. I just get pumped up watching that. That's 8 guys to the football. That's exactly what defense should be. Defense got backed up a few times in the scrimmage, but they responded and got the ball back to our offense. I don't really know what's going on there. Again, this is a great play. TJ Jefferson, Coach Wessler always wants to get the ball in the hands of the athletes, and obviously you see the speed. He just took off. It was just a great call, great play. Defense backed up in the red zone. Great stop in the backfield, tackle for loss. You see me on the sideline going crazy. Again, backed up again. The defense responds to the challenge. That's just good stuff. Great to see. You got Jordan Scott catching a touchdown. That was a pretty good catch.
As you're right, some good gang tackling, but some good individual one-on-one tackling too.
Oh yeah, definitely some great gang tackling. We do tackling drills every single day in practice, so they know how to tackle by now, and it's exciting to see everybody rallying to the football. It's exciting to see our offense, clicking that way. Coach Wessler has put in so much time this offseason, and the rest of the offensive coaches. So it's good. It's good. It's night and day from last year.
All right, good. We'll come back. We have a couple of the players we're going to talk to, and we'll do that right after these words.
Wouldn't it be great if money grew on trees? Unfortunately, it doesn't. But at Harding High School, our guidance counselors are here to help students find the money needed for college. In fact, our students typically qualify for merit-based scholarships, athletic awards, or even general awards based on financial need. No, money doesn't grow on trees, but at Marion City Schools, we can help you plant the seeds of success by guiding you towards a wealth of scholarship money. At Marion City Schools, your future begins today.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, a couple of players join us, a couple of key members of the Harding program this year. Mike Davis to my right, Jordan Scott to my left. Mike, we'll go ahead and start with you. Let our viewers know a little bit about how long you've been playing football and what your positions are.
I've been playing for 3 years now, and I play offensive line, I play tackle, and then for defense, I play tackle.
Talk a little bit about the differences between offense and defense. You're a tackle, but obviously there's a lot of differences between the two positions.
Yeah, for offense, you have to more know your assignments and get to your keys, and then defense, you can just run around, but you still have to read your keys.
Probably 95% of the people I talk to say they like to play defense better than offense.
Yeah.
Is that the same for you?
Not really.
Okay, you like to play offense then.
Yeah.
What is maybe one of the keys, do you think, for the success of the Harding program this year?
Our seniors. I think that our seniors are way better leaders than last year's seniors, and the younger kids look up to us, so it just helps everyone move and make plays.
As far as what you did during the off season and so forth, do you feel that you kind of came in maybe a little bit better prepared for football this year?
Yeah, I ran a lot more. I lifted harder. I ran harder, and it all paid off.
Good. Talk a little bit about where you are. You know, it's Tuesday, opening night is Friday at Mount Vernon. Talk a little bit about where you feel the team is at this point of the season.
I feel like we just need to keep practicing and working hard, and then we'll be able to execute on Friday nights.
Okay. All right, excellent. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully we'll be calling your name out quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
Jordan, obviously, a lot expected of you. You look like you're about 28 sitting next to me. You know that you're going to be one of the key guys this year.
Yeah. When Coach calls my name, I just try to do whatever I can to help the team, whatever I'm expected to do.
And you're going to be expected to do a lot this year, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got to stay healthy, obviously. That's one of the keys, I would think. Offensively, talk a little bit about what you're going to be expected to do.
This year I'm a tight end slash receiver. I'm expected to do a lot in the run game, kind of seal the edge. But in the pass game, we're doing a lot more of a spread offense this year. So we try to sling the rock a lot more, and trying to do the best I can out there.
Okay, so the fans out there will see more passing this year than they have in the past?
Yeah, I think a lot more.
Talk a little bit about that touchdown pass. I know it's only a scrimmage, but it's still a touchdown pass. Talk a little bit about that play and why it worked.
Well, we ran it a couple times before that, and the quarterbacks were throwing the other way. And I kept talking to Coach Wessler, the offensive coordinator, and telling him that it was open. All we had to do was look off the safety. And he talked to the quarterbacks and finally got in there for a touchdown.
And it worked. Defensively, talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing.
This year, I'm a DN, and I play some outside linebacker. So I move around a little more so they can't key on me. And with our scheme, it's a great scheme this year. Coach Slater knows what he's doing. If every guy does his job, we can be really good on defense.
You know, Mike talked a little bit about he thought the keys was the senior leadership. Would you pretty much agree with that?
Yeah, last year I feel like there were some seniors who were doing the right thing, but this year I feel like it's more of a family and everyone's come together and we're all taking that step in the right direction this year as one.
All right, well, one game at a time, and
Yeah.
certainly good luck to you against Mount Vernon on Friday.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to both players. We'll be back and wrap up this edition of the Coach's Corner program right after these words.
The Marion City Digital Academy is a Marion City Schools-sponsored, tuition-free, online accredited community school for students in grades K through 12 living within the Marion City Schools District.
We offer a home-based online learning environment with the benefit of one-on-one teacher support and individualized instruction. Our flexible learning schedules provide opportunities for students to work at their own pace. Computer and internet service is provided.
The Marion City Digital Academy is open 5 days a week and is staffed by certified teachers.
We are located at 360 Pennsylvania Avenue next to George Washington Elementary. Call us at 740-223-3882.
Marion City Schools, inspiring a community of achievement.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and Coach, both players we just talked a little bit about, what they did during the summer. Maybe what did you, and you mentioned a new coaching staff, what did you kind of do during the summer to get the team prepared?
Well, we all decided we had to go back and evaluate each player and each call, and so we broke down every film, and we decided we're going to change the offense a little bit and tweak the defense. And the main thing we have to do as coaches in the offseason is to get our players in positions where they're going to make plays. So in order to do that, we have to really evaluate and watch a lot of film and, make a move here and there to put the players in the best position that's going to help us.
How about numbers this year? What are we looking at?
Around 60, so we're pretty good there, and about 25, 26 freshmen, so 85 total.
Got to be glad you're not traveling to Warren and Toledo and Cincinnati and those kind of places this year.
No, I'm excited about the league, and that's our goal. We want to win the MOAC, and also, a 30-minute bus trip is a lot better than an hour and a half.
Sure is. Talk a little bit about Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon is a new coach, came from Loudonville, and he's brought his system. He'll go quads, he'll go 3x1 sets, 2x1. He's throwing the ball all over the place, and he's doing what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the ball to our athletes and get them in space, and they're doing a pretty good job. And on defense, they'll man up and they'll bring it. So it should be a nice game for us on Friday night.
From where you were when you started 2-a-days to 3 days before opening game, pleased with what you've seen?
Very pleased. A little concerned about the little nagging injuries. Hopefully they don't continue on, chronic injuries there with the ankles, but really pleased with the players. Attendance has been great, attitude's been great, and I know they're excited about the first game.
I'm looking forward to seeing you a few times during the course of the year, and certainly good luck and bring one home on Friday night.
We're going to try it. Thanks a lot.
Going to wrap it up for this edition of the Coach's Corner program. For head coach John Brady, I'm Jeff Ruth.